Let us be shy no longer.
Mercury Radio Hard.
Well, the president had a great question for America yesterday.
Does anybody think that the reason that we got in such a financial mess, the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, the worst economic crisis in a generation, that the reason was too much oversight of the financial industry?
Yes! Yes!
We'll be the king, we
Yes!
will be the king, we will be.
Yes!
We'll be the king, we will be.
Things are going back in a very healthy direction.
We will be.
Yes!
We will be. We will be.
I don't think I heard you, Pat.
Entertainment, enlightenment.
Yes!
This is the Glenn Beck program.
Yesterday, Herr Obama spoke again. Our chancellor is helping us, and here he is. Yesterday, it's not important just that you hear him. Listen to the crowd. This is the way the republic ends.
Does anybody think that the reason that we got in such a financial mess, the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, the worst economic crisis in a generation, that the reason was because of too much oversight of the financial industry?
Yes!
Of course not. We shouldn't be weakening oversight. We shouldn't be weakening accountability. We should be strengthening it, especially when it comes to looking out for families like yours.
Oh, it makes my head hurt, especially for families like yours. Talking to the audience. How about everyone's family? Across the spectrum, it's called equal justice for all. Equal justice for all. By the way, hello, America. I'm so glad I'm out of New York. We're in Dallas, Texas. Okay. Equal justice for all. The arrogance of this man and the way he rewrites all of American history is astounding. This speech was given yesterday because he's trying to start a piece of the administration, Philip Drew, that will be outside of the framework of the Constitution of America. So he went around Congress yesterday, and this is his justification speech.
And I refuse to take no for an answer. So I've said before...
Stop.
What?
He refuses to take no for an answer?
Yes, he's a king now. He's King Obama.
That's not your choice.
I wish he was on the track to be king.
It's not your choice whether you get to take no for an answer or not. That's not your role.
You are a servant, not a dictator.
As president of the United States, you don't have the power not to take no for an answer.
Yeah.
If Congress tells you no, the answer is no. I mean, they can veto your bills. You can override them, but
No.
and they can override your veto.
Right. No.
But
No.
we've got a process here that he just wants to circumvent.
Well, no, he said it before. He said it all before. He's tired of waiting around, and he'll go around Congress anyway.
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi said it on health care. We'll jump over the fence. We'll climb through the window. We'll pole vault if we have to. They've already talked about
That's
it.
exactly what.
It's exactly what we said on one of our first shows over at Fox 2.5 years ago. Congress is going to be irrelevant. Well, they're irrelevant. And beyond that, this new financial oversight is through the Treasury Department under the Fed. If you think the Fed is too big now, this entire department is under the Fed. It doesn't get its financing from the government. It doesn't get anything from there's no oversight from the government. Congress has nothing to do with this. It's the Fed. We're building a new structure outside of the Constitution in the Fed.
And the Republicans were trying to hold this up. They hated this whole agency. And that's why they weren't voting on this nominee.
That's why they put the line in. when they were passing this, they could only get a line in there. They couldn't stop it, so they put a line in there. And the line is, this department does not go into effect until the confirmation of the director. That's why they're not confirming anybody. That's part of the, if I may quote the Mexican president, the law. That's what the law says. President doesn't care.
No. And here's, I mean, this was pretty chilling. How many times has he said he's going to act without Congress? And he's been doing that. And so he really reinforced that yesterday.
And I refuse to take no for an answer.
Jeez.
So I've said before.
Hey, we have no power in our own country. Woo!
I've said before that I want to look for every possible opportunity to work with Congress to move this country forward.
Stop.
And create jobs.
Stop. I want to look for every possible opportunity, but if they don't give it to me, I'm moving forward anyway. Americans, hear what your president is saying.
Yeah.
I'll work within the system, but if they won't move, then I will dictate. That is the root of the word dictator. I will dictate where we're going.
Yeah, I mean,
and we'll just do it anyway.
That's what he says here.
Yeah, he says,
exactly
I will give Republicans every opportunity to agree with me.
Yes.
Unless they do, and when they do not agree with me, I'll do what I want.
He does it. He basically says that about he lives in this fantasy world where everybody agrees with him. Everybody agrees with him.
Yeah, and Republicans just oppose him for politics. In reality, they agree with him completely, and they understand that what he's saying is completely true. Everything he says is right.
Can I tell you something? In the progressive world, he's right. In the progressive world, in the Newt Gingrich world, he's right. Newt Gingrich would do exactly the same thing.